data in each candle, and we have our trusty momentum indicator, lever atlas, down here. So let's take a look. It has been trading, so ever since the 10th of March, about 6 in the morning, it's been trading just sideways, right? So what is that now? That's over 4 days of like the most sideways. If you want to see a textbook of sideways, that is sideways. I mean, look how flat that is. Sure, we had a little spike there and then immediately came back down to the average line here, and then whoop, right back up. By the way, these lines that we're looking at here, these are Fibonacci retracement lines. Those are strong indicators of support and resistance. And I mean, look at this. I didn't draw these. I drew these lines, days ago. And look at how the price respects it. Look at, it was going sideways. It's kind of topped out here. And then when it does dip down, it hits this line almost perfectly and then comes back up. So to me, this looks pretty sideways. Let's look at lever atlas, the momentum indicator down here. That dipped down. Let's go to a lower time frame. Let's go to like the 60. Let's go to the 1 hour. Wait for lever atlas to pull up, because what we really want to look for, what are the strongest signs to me in terms of bullishness and bearishness, is momentum, in particular divergences, bearish divergences and bullish divergences. And right now, as you can see, the momentum waves go up, down, but it didn't really get very high. Now we have a lot of momentum down, but the price is just going so damn sideways. So I'd say that Bitcoin has a tendency to go down in this case, but you see how sideways is holding. No one's really trying to do much, because what that tells me is that the sell pressure is not real high, but the buy pressure is not real high either. If anything, it does look like the sell pressure is a little higher than the buy, but we're not seeing anything super crazy. Let's go to Ethereum, because got to look at the number one, number two. So that's Bitcoin. Bitcoin looks pretty damn sideways, hard to tell. And no surprise, Ethereum looks pretty much the same. I mean, look how completely perfectly sideways that is. And look at the momentum waves. We got mostly momentum is on the downside. I mean, it shouldn't be a surprise to you that we are in a bearish period. No doubt about it. We've been in a bearish period for the better part of 4 months now. And there's nothing to be upset or angry about that. It just is what it is. It's part of the crypto markets. It's part of all markets. And not even in my opinion, straight up, traditionally the best time to make gains is in a bear market. You don't make them in the bear market. You just get deep discounts. And then when it goes bull again, you get these big gains. And so bear markets, don't be sad. Don't be depressed about them. Just look for your opportunities, in my opinion, not financial advice. So Ethereum again is looking pretty sideways. Let's look at XRP, because there's been some XRP news coming out lately, and then we'll start taking some requests from you guys. How about that? Start looking at some coins y'all want to look at. And by the way, on Wednesday, well, tomorrow we should be having a guest on the TikTok live stream, a stock options expert. Because listen, we love crypto. I love crypto. It's the biggest thing I invest in. But at the end of the day, I'm an investor. And a lot of you probably feel that way about yourselves too. So I'm trying to bring in other investment experts in other areas so that we can start to diversify ourselves a bit. Because when we're in a crypto bear market, there's no hurry here, in my opinion. And so I know what I'm buying in crypto, and I'm always doing my research, but I'm thinking, well, what else can I get into too? Stock options is interesting. I'm not so huge on stocks, but options, that does sound interesting. I thought that's something a lot of people have asked about, so I'm bringing on a stock options expert tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, I'm bringing on an Airbnb expert. This guy has went from, in the last 2 years, he's making like up to $80,000 a month, and he started at zero. And he wasn't a rich guy or anything like that. And I find that fascinating because his Airbnb properties flow so much cash to him. He's definitely financially independent, and he did it all within the last 2 years. And he'll tell you he's not special. Anybody can do it. Anyway, so we'll have him on Wednesday. I'm really excited for that one. So XRP, what do we look like here? So we had... at least XRP is not sideways, right? XRP is at least moving. This is the 1 hour chart. We have this. So we're having these little cradles, right? Cradle top, cradle sideways, cradle down. So Let's draw some Fibonacci lines. You want to draw some Fibonacci lines? So let's do that real quick. Let me click on the retracement. There it is. Let's go with right here. The way you want to draw these Fibonacci lines is you want to start low. And of course, you want to go to the top. It should be about right there. You follow that dotted line over. See? Right there. So that's the top, and we'll mark that. And that's how we draw our Fibonacci lines. We move from the bottom to the top, and then it just automatically draws these because they're ratios. And in reality, I mean, look at these fib lines. They're pretty well respected, wouldn't you say? I mean, we just drew them here on the spot. Came down here, found good support, came up here, found resistance, support, and then broke support, went flying right through the golden pocket for some reason. Came right back up here to the top of the golden pocket and down here to the 786 now. Very interesting, right? It's respecting these lines pretty good. So in my opinion, it looks, this is actually looking kind of bullish to me, because when we look here, we're coming down to this support zone, this Fibonacci line, right? And our momentum indicator is starting to show a potential bullish divergence. What is a bullish divergence? It's this. When price is going down, and when it hits a bottom, our lever atlas prints a bottom for us. That's what this little green dot is down here. And then it goes up, and then it goes down again. And this has come down to pretty much the same level as this. But look at this momentum wave. It hasn't printed a green dot yet, so it hasn't confirmed a bottom. But you can see that it's probably going to be a shallower wave than this one over here. So when you have price going sideways or down, but you have momentum moving up, that is a bullish divergence. And that we're coming to this Fibonacci support level here, that looks pretty bullish to me. To me, in my opinion, this is a good spot to buy XRP, in particular trade XRP. And I use Bybit to trade. Let's go to XRP real quick. Search coin. Actually, XRP, inverse perpetual, there we go. I haven't logged in here, so I'm not going to be doing any trades here probably. I do have some XRP in this account, I believe. But anyways, I would just go in here. I got to get my VPN up and everything to do this, so I'm not going to do that right now. But you would just place a trade in there on Bybit, and I would take a long, and that means that I actually get free XRP when the price goes up. And if I thought this was going to go down, I could do a short, and I'd get free XRP when the price went down. And that's literally what I mean. If you want to learn more about doing stuff like that, because to me that is the most powerful way to accumulate crypto, I do have a free masterclass that teaches you how to do that. Just check the link out in my TikTok bio, this link right here. Should bring you over to this page. Just click this button right here for the free masterclass. All right, give me some requests. Let's look at something else. What else do you guys want to look at? VXV, what's my thoughts on that? I don't know enough about VXV to give you a good thought about it, so I don't want to say anything. We already looked at Bitcoin. We started looking at Bitcoin. That's the very first thing we look at on these streams. Is Bitcoin is where we always start. Sure, let's take a look at Doge. Let's take a look at Doge. Now, I got to be honest with you. I'm not the biggest Doge fan. I think their best days are behind them, in my opinion. But I will say, let's do this. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame. Oh, goodness. I mean, geez. I don't even know where to draw a fib line on here. Probably from down here to up here. Let's do that. Let's go over here. I'm on TradingView, by the way. I'll show you how to do that. You just click this little thing over here, fib retracement. And then what you want to do is click down here, line this line up with the bottom. We're gonna choose this is the bottom and this is the top, okay? So I'm gonna click here, pull this out, and bring the dotted line up to here, the top of this move. And let's see. Now these fib lines have been fairly well respected. The golden pocket wasn't as strong as it usually is. But Doge is certainly broken below that fib line. And that just looks pretty bearish to me. Although, but you know, let's do this real quick. I want to show you an example, a good example of a bullish divergence. All right, so look at this right here. This is important to know as having a high probability when price is going to change direction and go up like it did right here. I'm going to show you how we could have called this ahead of time. So this is a low, right? Price bottomed out here and then it went up, okay? So Lever Atlas, this momentum indicator, if you click the link in my bio, click that link, take you over here. You can actually get Lever Atlas, but I suggest taking the Masterclass first. So look, this bottom right here, if you trace that line down, we got this green dot down here, this momentum wave. And then you look at the next bottom is right here, right? So price is clearly coming down. Now let's look at the momentum wave of this one. Here's that momentum wave in the green dot. So what's interesting is as price is coming down, momentum is going up, and Lever Atlas drew us a nice little line right here to make us aware of that. Price is going down, momentum is going up. That's called a bullish divergence. And actually, looking at these lines, well, I drew it from here though, so that wouldn't be, I wouldn't have seen that line. But anyways, that is a strong indicator that things are going to go up, at least locally in the short term. And what happened? Went up very nicely, The same thing happened right here on a smaller scale, right? Because we have this green dot right here for this bottom, and we have a similar bottom right here, but a higher green dot, and it went up. But this one just really stood out. And I look for juicy ones like this where price is going down, momentum is going up. I take a long in that instance, and up here you'd have more Doge than you had at the bottom, and you would have got it all for free because you identified this bullish divergence. That's why I created this tool for myself originally, but now, other people can get access to it if you want to. Just go to the link in bio and I'll take you to this page, click that. But let's look at something else. Give us another coin. Shiba, let's take a look at Shiba. I actually like Shiba more than I like Doge because I see Shiba building things, whereas Doge, I don't really see them building much. You know what I mean? And by the way, I want to give you guys a shout out. Everybody that's on this stream, I want to give you a shout out because you know who you are? You're people that actually get crypto. You understand that this isn't going anywhere but up. It goes way up and it goes down, but over time it just goes up because it's a technology that is literally changing the world. You actually understand it. So again, I'm very happy to have you guys in here. Thank you very much for being in here. I'm glad to spend time with you. Let's take a look at Shiba. We got the 4-hour chart. Maybe let's draw a Fibonacci line real quick on this. Where should we draw it from? Let's draw it from down here. Maybe you can't see on the stream. I see the bottom as being about right here. So I'm going to click there. I'm going to bring it all the way up to here because I see that as the top. And you can see it's respecting these lines pretty good. I mean, look at that. Came down here, bounced up hard. Now we're hitting it again. Question is it going to bounce? We're on the 4-hour time frame. Let's bring this down to maybe a 2-hour time frame. It's right on that line. Is it going to bounce? To me, this is looking, do you see this right here? Oh, maybe I should move this a little bit. Do you see this right here? It hasn't printed a green dot yet, so it hasn't confirmed a bottom, right? But we have this bottom right here. Going with this wave, printed a green dot. Came up, and now it's coming down again. But if this prints here, this will be looking to me like a bullish divergence. And I usually like to see at least the lower dot be below this little dotted white line right here, okay? Especially since we're coming to this level, this strong support level, because we saw it get rejected off this support level over here pretty strongly. I mean, by the way, fib lines are no joke, right? They are very legit. Look at this. You saw me just draw it here live on the stream from the bottom to the top, and this is just where it shows up because of the ratios. Bounces right off that, and look where it tops out, right at the top of the box. Literally, I swear to God, I think it's exactly at it. And then it comes down again. And now we've come down and hit it, little bounce, hitting it again, printing what looks like a bullish divergence to me, but it hasn't confirmed the dot yet. Let's go to the 1 hour. Let's go to the 1 hour and see what we got. Oh, that's looking bullish too. I mean, look at this. We have this, we're coming down to this Fibonacci line. We have this bottom right here. Look at the momentum wave in the dot way down here. And then now we're coming to the line again, and this wave is so much more shallow, right? We have price going down or sideways in this case, and momentum going up. There's quite a gap here between this one and this one. All signs are looking like Shiba's probably going to have a bounce here to me. So what I would do is I would go over to Bybit, and I would place a long trade. I would feel pretty good about that. I would probably set my stop loss probably under, if it went, I probably won't go down that low. Where are we here? What would be the percentage? I'd set it probably like 2 to 3% below this line right here, because if it breaks this line, I'd probably want to get out of the trade and just take my little loss. But I think a high probability here that this goes up. That's what it looks like to me. Ooh, we got 120 people on here now. Y'all are awesome. Hey, do me a favor. Send me some likes. Let's just tap the hell out of that screen. Let's get a bunch of likes coming in. I want to get that thing up to like 3,000. You guys are awesome. If you're digging this, throw me some likes. I really appreciate that. What are the coins we want to look at? Let's get some other requests. I am not familiar with OXT. I have some OXD. Well, actually, I turned it into OX Solid. Remember, you mess with the bull, you get the horns. ETH, we already looked at ETH. ETH looked very sideways, as did Bitcoin. Very sideways, hard to make any kind of call on that. Solana, yeah, of course we got to look at Solana. Good call. Let's go to the OKX one that came up. Let's see here. Let's pull this to the 4 hour, and then we'll draw a fib. Scoot this down a bit. I think we're going to draw from here to here, and we might draw from here to here also. So let's draw our fib lines quick. We'll go from down here. We're going to mark the bottom, and then we'll go over here and mark this top. It seems to be trading pretty well below this, so that's interesting. So this fib one isn't. I'm not loving it. Let's draw the other one I was talking about. Go down here again, and this time we're going to go up to here. I can't quite see it all on the screen. Right there. Now that one is certainly higher. That makes sense. Interesting. So it seems to me that Solana is now, this bottom of this fib box is acting as resistance. That's not a good sign to me. That is not a good sign to me at all. I'm surprised by that, because I definitely like Solana as a project for sure. They got a lot of stuff going on. So to me, it's probably oversold relative to the rest of the market, is what I think. I mean, if you can get it, and with that being said, if you can get it for under $80, to me, because I like Solana, and I think that its ecosystem is just growing and growing. I mean, after Ethereum, Solana's got to be the number 2 NFT chain, right? And NFTs are much more than just profile pictures. NFTs are changing the way they are, maybe the staple piece of the internet of value. Oh yeah, let's do Phantom. I'm a big Phantom fan, but it's been hard watching it go down so damn much. I hate that Andre left. God, it sucks. Because he just, Andre just, he got us. And he didn't rug us or anything. It just really hurt the entire, God, I can't believe it's down here to just above $1. Ugh, ick. Let's draw the fib line. Ick. But overall, I still think Phantom is, boy, oh boy, probably one of the best DeFi ecosystems there is. Let's make this a little bigger. You know what? I think we're going to have to go back even further. Let's go to the daily. I'm going to escape real quick. Let's go to the daily. By the way, tomorrow, I haven't completely confirmed it yet, but we're going to have a stock options expert on here with us. And I feel, because at the end of the day, what are we? I mean, yes, we're crypto investors, but we're investors. So as we're in this kind of down period, bear market, if you want to call it that, I think it's good to spend time learning about other things also. Not that, hey, move away from crypto. It's just like, we're in a bear market like this. We know what we want to buy, right? But if there's it's a good time to learn about other things. And then on Wednesday, I'm really excited for Wednesday. I'm going to have on an Airbnb expert. He's made himself financially independent in the past couple years, and he started at zero. And he'll tell you he's nothing special and anybody can do this. So I'm really excited to have him on to learn his Airbnb expertise. And with that said, You know, there's all kinds of things like you can get involved in Airbnb and not even have a property somehow. I don't know how to do that, but he's going to teach us how to do that. So definitely get on here Wednesday. I'm going to have him on at, oh damn, what time am I going to have him on at? Crap, what time was it? Oh, what time? Shoot, I'm sorry. I don't know what time I'm going to have him on at. I forget. Let me think real quick. Because I have the schedule on my phone, but if I close my phone, it'll end the stream. Dang it. Hold on a second. Let me just think a second. I think it's noon. I think it's noon on Wednesday. It's either 11 or noon on Wednesday, Pacific Standard Time. Anyways, so let's go back to Phantom. Boy, Phantom, it's broken. Now it's set. This is certainly a lower low, right? Because we had this high right here. And then we had this low. Then we had this high. This is actually a slightly lower high than over here. And now we've set a slightly lower low. That's not good. That is not good. I think we could have a good bounce, but, what's interesting though, is we're on the daily. Look at this. So we have this bottom right here, this low before this high, this low. If you follow it down to the momentum wave, we have this green dot down here in this deep momentum wave. Now, if you look at this lower low, right, price is going down, and here's its momentum wave. Its momentum wave is shallower than this one, and if it prints a green dot on the daily, price going down, momentum going up, that's a pretty strong bullish divergence, right? Let me draw a fib line. Let me draw a fib line for this on the daily. Let's do this. I'm going to go all the way down here, right, because this is the bottom down here. And we're going to draw it up here, that top. Now, let's pull this to the 4 hour. I'll scroll that up a bit. Interesting. So I don't see any super relevant. It hung out in the golden pocket here, but now it's busted through. And that's got a deeper wave down here on the 4 hour. So I would be watching the daily on Phantom. That's what I'm going to do, I think. Because if it prints a bullish divergence, whenever it prints this green dot, I'm probably going to take it. Probably going to take it. Probably going to take a long and maybe buy some too. If you don't know what I mean by a long, click the link in my TikTok bio and take the free masterclass, teach you how to trade crypto. Because to me, trading crypto is the most powerful way to accumulate more crypto because you don't need any money to do it. You just use the crypto you already have. No, I wouldn't say we're FKD'd. Not at all. It's not that. This is just what happens in crypto. Like it really is. Let me show you something real quick. Check this out. We're going to go back to Bitcoin real quick. We're going to go to Bitcoin. Wait, that's not the one I want to go to. Sorry. Where's the index? There it is. Let me show you something. We're going to go to the month. Look at this. I'm going to show you something. Check this out. If you ever get concerned about anything, just remember this. This is the life of Bitcoin. Here was when, how many, by the way, give me a 1. No offense, but that's the worst TA I've ever seen, my man. That's very offensive. You're welcome to go watch another stream, buddy. I'm a pretty successful trader, by the way. So whatever, do what you want to do you. So over here, this is the life of Bitcoin, right? Each one of these candles represents a month of price action. These blue lines that you see here, these are Bitcoin happenings. Here's the next one that's going to happen. It's going to happen somewhere around March 2024. So give me a 1 in the chat if you do not know what the Bitcoin happening is. Because it's the most important date, most important event in all of crypto. Give me a 1 in the chat if you don't know. If enough people don't know, I'll explain it. Oh yeah, what's the app or service? Yeah, it's TradingView is what I'm looking at all this price action on. I see a lot of 1s coming in. So okay, so enough people don't know. That's good. To me, I would be a lot richer if I had understood this concept sooner. So the Bitcoin halvening, right? Y'all know Bitcoin is proof of work. People mine Bitcoin. They run computers and stuff like that, yes, to mine Bitcoin. Well, the amount of Bitcoin they mine a day is hard set in the algorithm, in the actual program. So the amount of Bitcoin that you can currently mine a day, not as an individual, everybody that's mining on the network, Bitcoin will produce, if the miners are on the network, it will produce 900 new Bitcoin a day. That's how many Bitcoin can be mined a day currently. Look at this blue line right here in May 2020. So over here, because this is where we're at, we're mining 900 Bitcoin a day. On the other side of this blue line, back here, we were able to mine 1,800 Bitcoin a day. Back over here, 3,600. Back over here, 7,200. When we cross this blue line, we're going to only be able to mine 450 Bitcoin a day. That's what the halvening is. So it creates a massive supply shock literally overnight for Bitcoin. And as you can see, look where this blue line is. Look at the run up. That was a halving. Look at the blue line. That was a halving, run up. Look at the blue line. That was a halving, run up. Guess what's going to happen when this goes on? Run up every time. So that's what the halving is. Hope you found that valuable. You should. Mark that on your calendars. If you only remember one thing in crypto, understand what the Bitcoin halving is, okay? I'm not kidding. I'm not being hyperbolic. Understand that the halving happens and it creates a supply shock, and that's what kicks off these bull runs. Give me another coin. Let's look at another coin. The exact date isn't known yet, but it should be in March 2024. And as you can see, right, we have this run up and then we go into a bear market, right? And then it starts, and then we hit the bottom, which was apparently about, well, the bottom was really about December 18 to like April 19. And then the price started going up. And here's the, pandemic dip. And then it went up. So, and that's what happened here. That's what happened here. And that's what we're possibly going into here. AVAX. Let's look at AVAX. You have to give me a second to get this thing lined up because I got it on like the monthly and get it to the 4 hour. Okay. So we're on the 4 hour. What does AVAX look like? Let's draw. I want to draw some fib lines, but where should I draw them from? Looks like, I feel like I should draw it probably from back here. Let's take a look. There was the bottom. Here was the top. Okay. Broke through the golden pocket. Interesting. Interesting. Let's draw a more local one right here. That one ain't doing much for us. Yeah, I'm just going to delete that one, actually. Yeah. So, to me, kind of like Phantom, it broke below the 786. Interesting. I don't know what to do with that. That doesn't look good. Lever Atlas is kind of telling us there's a bearish divergence, but this doesn't look like a very strong one to me. I don't know, man. This one might go lower. Plus, we got this one to go at and this one to go at down here. I don't know. This doesn't look great to me, right? We're setting lower highs. Technically not a lower low yet because of this one over here, but looks like it'll probably looks a little bearish to me at the moment. And then in a little bit, I want to just talk with you guys and see like what kind of stuff have you guys been looking at? What newer projects are you looking at? Because that's some of the best stuff to learn about. Because all of us together. Because I'm one person, right? There's only so much I can look at, and even though I spend all day in crypto, literally all day, I do this full time. But that doesn't mean I catch everything, not even close, right? And I spend a lot of my time with trading. Because it is the most powerful way to accumulate crypto. Again, if trading is not buying low and selling high, you can make more when the price goes down than when it goes up. I should say you can make more faster when the price goes down than when it goes up. Click the link in my bio. Take the free masterclass, teach you how to trade. What else should we look at? I don't think Jasmy is going to be on here. That is one that I wouldn't mind talking about later, but that's probably not going to be. Well, let's look. Let's see if it's on here. Oh, looks like it is on here. Okay. I don't know. Tell me what is Jasmy? That's not one that I've heard of before. I would like to hear what that project is. What does it do? What is its uniqueness, boy? Because it seems like it's just been going down. I can't even find the top. Let's go to the daily. Goodness. Well, we can say the trend is certainly down. So that is not one I'd probably want to get involved with. We already looked at Shiba. Shiba looked, actually, in my opinion, it looked like a pretty good buy spot. Looked like a pretty good buy spot because it hit its Fibonacci level. There was a bullish divergence forming. Shiba looked pretty good. Replacement of Sol. Bryce, I don't really buy into the narratives of like killers and replacement of and stuff like that, because they're their own thing. You got to build your own ecosystem, because that's Cosmos. Absolutely, it's like a Cosmos. I love Atom. I mean, let me tell you, Cosmos, Atom, and Polkadot, like those are layer zeros, and to me, I feel like those are very undervalued. That's what I think, because of everything that can be done with them. Like on Ethereum, dApps can be built, but on these layer zeros, entire chains can be built. And they also give way to being easier to have interoperability between chains. So I really like Cosmos and Polkadot. Let's draw a fib line. And not to mention the Cosmos Atom ecosystem, you get so many airdrops of free coins. Boy, that's a very, look at that line go across here. That is definitely a resistance right here. I mean, look, hits it perfectly there, hits it pretty much perfectly there, hits pretty much perfectly there. That is, so about $44 is a pretty strong resistance zone for Atom Cosmos, it looks like. We didn't make a higher high here. It looks like it hits the same, so that's fine. But we did make a higher low, and this is on the daily, but we made a lower high. And it came almost perfectly to that Fibonacci line. And now we're coming back down to because when it went below it, it came back up pretty quick. My guess, that was when Russia invaded Ukraine. So massive fear in the market for a moment, and then it went up. So that's why it broke that line. Now we're coming back down to it, and it looks to me, I wouldn't call that a bearish divergence. Let's go to the 4 hour, see what it looks like. We printed a green dot down here, but we're coming down a little bit lower. This is one that I would be watching. I don't think this is a great time to buy it, in my opinion, but it does look like, I don't know, it may be finding some kind of support stability. I'd keep an eye on that one. What else? Stellar? Do you mean XLM? Like Stellar Lumens? Let's take a look at it. Stellar Lumens, probably the main competitor for XRP, although, in my opinion, I just don't see anything overtaking XRP. But, I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again, that's for sure. And because no one completely knows what's going to happen. Just nobody knows. Anything can happen, man. That's welcome to life, welcome to the world, welcome to the universe. Interesting. Stellar Lumens. Let's draw a fib from, I think we'll go from back. Let's draw one. Where should I draw it from? Boy, you broke that line here. I don't love that. But again, that was, guess what date? Russia invaded Ukraine, so it breaks supports. But it's been holding the support pretty good. So I'm going to go probably about right here. And up to here. We're trading well below the 786, which is this line right here. That doesn't look great to me. It comes up, rejected. Comes up, rejected. Comes up, rejected. So, although we are making higher lows, but it just kind of, I don't know, hard for me to say right now. We did have so we were talking about bearish divergences or bullish. Here's a bearish divergence, right? We have, although this didn't quite come across above this line, this white dotted line here, so I don't give it as much weight, but we did have similar highs made and a shallower wave above. So when you have price going up, which we don't necessarily have here, price going up and momentum going down from the top's perspective, that's a bearish divergence and usually a strong indicator, especially if you're coming to a Fibonacci line, that it's probably going to go down. And then what I would do, go over my old Bybit account and place a short. I'm not logged in. I don't really want to log in while I'm on a live stream. I think you can understand why. Damn it, I'll be sure to have that in next time, which I'll be going live tomorrow. I think 2 p.m. I think 2 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow is when we're going live with the stock options expert, but I got to confirm that with her. And if you're familiar, her handle is Kayla Kilbride, K Kilbride maybe, on TikTok and Twitter. I think she's got about 200,000 some on TikTok and maybe about 50,000 on Twitter. Cool chick. She knows a lot. Her dad's a stock guy and everything, so she's been around it a long time. We'll be doing that at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know. I would just kind of watch this, I think. What else you guys want to look at? Give me something else. What is GMT? That's one I'm not familiar with. Tell me, what is GMT? Ooh, I don't got much data to go off of. I'm getting a feeling it's probably a pretty new project. That's not the right one. There's just not much data to go off of. It looks like it's been trending up, I'll say that much, but it's really new. Just launched 5 days ago. I mean, I'd say there's just not enough data here for me to really say anything. You profited 5K, that's good, but current profits don't indicate future profits, especially in a market like we're in. But again, I don't know anything about this project, so I couldn't really say anything. I would like explanations because this is one I don't know. If you're talking about it, I would like to know more about it. If you want to throw some info in the chat, it's not just like straight moon boy. Like literally tell us what it is and why it's valuable. You know what I mean? Something real, not like, oh, they burn 50,000 tokens a day. Like that doesn't mean anything. SLP, the indicator what is this? Is Lever Atlas. So if you're familiar with Market Cipher, this is my version of Market Cipher really, but I've added some extra features and tweaks to it, and it's different code. But it's a momentum indicator basically to help you find bullish and bearish divergences, entry points for trading. It's much cheaper than Market Cipher. If you're interested, click the link in my TikTok bio and you can get Lever Atlas right here. But I suggest taking the Masterclass on trading. It's free. If you've never traded before, take this first. TW, what are we on? SLP. Oh, Smooth Love Potion. That's what SLP is. Okay. Yeah, I knew. Okay. Let's see here. Let's go to the daily. Get a real fat stack of data. Ooh, kind of ugly. I think we'll go from down here to up here. Let's draw a fib. Go from down here. By the way, I'm going to say it again. I already said it earlier, but I'm going to say it again because we have so many new people in here already. If you're in this stream, congratulations. I'm not saying this to pander to you. Like, congratulations. At this point, we're 4 months down. Like, all people that don't believe in crypto, that are just here for the money, that don't actually understand what crypto is at all, they're gone. So if you're still here, you actually understand what crypto is. Seriously. So I'm glad to be with you. I'm glad you're in here. Thank you for being here with me. Let's see here. So Smooth Love Potion looks like it's been trending down, obviously. Spent some time in this golden pocket right here, and now it's coming down to the 786. Looks like momentum is still going down, though. Hard to say. Let's go to maybe the 4 hour and see if there's more of a scalping opportunity. Let's make this a little bigger. Boy, it came right down to that line. Again, these Fibonacci lines, they are just no joke. They really provide very strong zones of support and resistance. So we have this down here. It's hitting it perfect. We did print a pretty deep green dot on the 4 hour. But because of the trend, it's hard for me to get on board with that. If I saw a bullish divergence happen, then I'd feel more confident. But I don't know. I would probably just stay away from it for now, in my opinion. Yeah, I mean, hodl the good stuff. Like when we're in a bear market, like I just think, and I've been around since 2017. My first time around, I didn't understand that concept. I didn't really understand the Bitcoin halving and the stages of these cycles and how they are actually pretty predictable to a degree. But we eventually go bear because of the Bitcoin halving, it creates a massive overbought period. So it hypes everything up and gets prices way above fair market value. And then we correct and go into a deep bear market, which overcorrects into a really oversold, undervalued market. And that's where the real money is made, right? Having a little bit of patience and buying at the deep discounts, buying the blue chip stuff, like that's where most of the wealth in crypto has come from. Let's take a look at algo. Okay, I was going to say, I felt like there should be a better spot. So Coinbase worked. That's quite a drop there. Dang. The trend is definitely down on algo. Although I like Algorand as a project. I don't even really want to draw fib. With that being said, it's kind of, here was probably the Russian invasion. Yeah, that makes sense. Seems like we do have some kind of support going on right here. This bounce was not that strong. I mean, where did we go from? 69 cents to 89? I guess that's a fairly strong bounce. Now we've come back down. We've made a lower low. God, this was just such a good bullish divergence, right? Because we have this price low and this lower price low. And this was this deep momentum wave and then the shallower momentum wave. So as price was coming down, momentum was going up. And that's why we use Lever Atlas or Market Cipher, whatever you want to use. I just believe in momentum indicators big time. I've been trading a while, and this is my favorite thing to use by far. But this bullish divergence, price going down, momentum going up, is a strong indicator that price is going to change direction, and it did. Changed very nicely. What else should we look at? Well, what is HNT? Tell me, what is HNT? See, here was the example. Price going down, momentum going up, and there we go, it went up. Here's a good bearish divergence, right? This price high and this higher price high, so price is going up, but momentum is going down. See, this bigger wave to the shallower wave, price going up, momentum going down, waboom, good night. And you take a short on that. You take a short. I use Bybit. Click the link in my bio. I think I have a Bybit. Yeah, here's a Bybit link. Be sure to use this link because you get a 3.5% deposit bonus on your first deposit. And this is the best you're going to find. Everything else out there is like 2.5%. I actually contacted Bybit a while back and got a bigger deposit bonus. So be sure to use that link if you want to get trading. Let's see here. Now let's look at something else. Do I think Bitcoin is going to continue falling? I kind of do. Yeah, I kind of do. And I'm kind of excited about it. And I'm dead serious, right? Because I want to get as much Bitcoin and Ethereum as possible in a bear market. It's at all times, it's about accumulation. And to me, the most powerful way to accumulate crypto in any market is trading, right? Because I don't have to spend money to trade to accumulate. Because when I trade, when I do longs, goes up, short goes down, I get free crypto, okay? But nonetheless, in these bear markets is when I straight up buy. Like I go on Voyager. Voyager is the main one that I buy crypto on. The main reason being I use Voyager, again, you can find a link for that in my bio here. It's only available in America though, is because there's no fees when I buy and sell on Voyager, right? When I buy my Bitcoin or my Ethereum. So when I spend $1,000 to buy Bitcoin, I get more Bitcoin for my $1,000 on Voyager than I do on Coinbase and basically every place that I found. And that being said, if I leave my crypto on Voyager, I'm not staking it, if I just leave it there in my wallet, it gets interest. Like I get 9% interest on my USDC coin, which is just a stable coin, right? So I'm getting 9% interest on my dollar. And I get almost 5% interest on my Bitcoin, I think about 5% interest on my Ethereum, and that's paid to me on the first of every month. And it's paid to me in Bitcoin, in Ethereum, in USDC coin, and many, many other coins. So definitely, if you're in America, go check out Voyager. Click the link in my bio, right there, and check out Voyager. With this link too, because this is my referral link, you'll get $25 in free Bitcoin when you trade $100 on Voyager. Let's look at another coin. Binance has USDT 10% interest. Is that Binance.us or Binance.com? Again, that's good, obviously. It's a little bit harder to use for most people than Voyager, because Voyager is just an app like Coinbase. But I'm not familiar with the Binance one. 10% is obviously good. We already looked at Avalanche. It didn't look great. It was well below the 786 Fibonacci line. We already looked up SHIB. SHIB looked like it may bounce up because it had come down. There was a bullish divergence forming. It came down to, I believe, the 786 Fib line. It looked, because we speak in probabilities, right? No, it's not certainties. We speak in probabilities. And it seemed more probable than not to me that SHIB was going to take a bounce. I think we already looked up XRD, which I'm not sure what XRD is. You know what? Let's just go to some straight up talk. Let's just talk to each other. I think I'm going to stop looking at... how do I flip this thing around? More... Why can I not figure out how to flip my screen around? What? How do I flip my dang screen around? What's going on here? What happened? Did they update something? What? How in the world do I... What happened here? Why can't I flip this around? Why can I not flip this thing around right now? So weird. What is happening? Anyways, yeah, what is... How often do I do this live? I'm going to start doing them much more regularly. Why in the world will my screen not turn around? What is happening here? And speaking of that, tomorrow, it's not completely confirmed, but it's pretty confirmed. I'm going to be having at 2 p.m. tomorrow, I'm going to have a stock options expert on to share her wisdom with us. And then on Wednesday, I'm going to have an Airbnb expert on. And I'm really excited for both of them, but especially the Airbnb guy on Wednesday. I think he's coming on at noon. I think it's noon Pacific Standard Time. Everything I'm saying is Pacific Standard Time. I think it's noon on Wednesday. And I'm really excited to learn what he's been doing, because he started from zero about 2 years ago, and he's definitely financially free right now, making many thousands of dollars a month from his Airbnbs. And he's just a regular guy. And he there's other things he was saying that you can even get involved in Airbnb properties that you don't even own and stuff. So, if we're crypto investors, but we're investors, right? So I want to start to just get as much knowledge as I can about everything that I can while I study the heck out of crypto, obviously. But we're in it seems to me a bearish market. So I'm not looking to do too much in crypto right now. The things I'm buying, it's just hold. Like I'm buying Bitcoin and Ethereum, And then I trade. That's the main thing I do in all markets is I trade, because that's my main method of accumulating Bitcoin and Ethereum is through trading. But I'm not looking to like invest in a lot of new projects in crypto because it's a bearish time. So this is when you stack up on your blue chips, in my opinion. I don't play commodities, but that's been interesting. I do some scalping. Scalping and swing trading, the only difference is the time frames you look at. So sometimes I'll do a scalp, but I'm usually looking for more swing trades. So I do less trades, but they usually end up having a bigger profit. Because when you're doing scalping, I used to do that, but you spend so much time looking at the charts. With swing, you don't really have to do that. You spend much less time. I look at the charts, I don't know, because I'm really only looking at Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. Those are the only ones I trade because those are the ones I want to accumulate. So I'll just look at the charts and see if there looks like there's an opportunity. And right now it's trading so sideways, I'm not looking to take a trade right now. Yeah, I mean, focusing on Bitcoin and Ethereum, it just makes sense because those are as blue chip as it gets. And when they're at this deep of a discount, this is when I buy. Like when we're in a full-on bull run and they're at all-time highs, I'm not buying. I'm selling. Basically, whatever most of the market is doing, do the opposite, in my opinion. Why can I not flip this screen around? I do not understand what changed here. Does anyone know how to flip this screen around on a live that maybe, because there's no button that I see to do it, and I've done plenty of lives. I don't know where it went. Does anyone have some kind of other trick or tip to flip the screen around? Yeah, ETH is my number one too. ETH is my number one too. No free trade signals. Actually, if you go to the link in my bio, click that. It'll take you to this page, and I do have a text me thing. You can join the text alert club, so when I do see good opportunities of trades, I send it out to the phone numbers on this list. I don't spam and all that stuff. I just send you alerts when I see a good trade opportunity. Not financial advice, no guarantees, just telling you when I see a good trade opportunity that I am usually taking, or at least insights that I have. I don't send out too many messages either. So when you get one, be sure to look at it. How in the world, why will this screen physically? Yeah, I could physically turn my phone on. Yeah, I could do that, Duty. I'd like to, if I'm going to have myself, I want to see my screen. So I want to see me or see whatever, because if I flip the phone around, I can't see your comments. A lot of you are following me now. I appreciate that. I obviously stay very active. I haven't posted a TikTok today because I decided to go live instead. I'm going to post a TikTok later too. I just wanted to get the live, I don't want to say out of the way. I just put it as a higher priority. God dang, why won't the screen turn around? So what's the trade? I don't have a trade that I'm in right now, and not one that I'm doing. To me, I'm looking, let's go back to ETH real quick. It's just trading comically sideways, like comically sideways. This is on the 4 hours. Let's go to like if we look at the 1 hour, it makes it extra funny. Like it's like a straight, I mean, even from back here, sure, we had this little wave, but it's just like staying right in the golden pocket. So to me, there's just nothing that stands out to me. What are my thoughts on Phantom? I have a lot of money in the Phantom ecosystem. So I've lost a decent amount of money too in the past few weeks, couple weeks really, ever since Andre announced he was leaving crypto, DeFi anyways, for a while. But I love the Phantom ecosystem. In my opinion, it's the best pure DeFi ecosystem. That's what I think. With that being said, I think it's a good time to be in stables. If you're going to do DeFi, I think it's a good time to be in stables and get yield on your stable coins. because other than that, bear market, I expect things, I see it as like a higher probability than not that most things are going to come down further in price. So even though you're getting good yields on things, if they're coming down faster than you're getting the yield, it makes sense to get into a stable coin and get yield, even though the yield is less. You know, if you really are good at DeFi, you know how to get, you know, roughly 20% or more on your stables. It's more complicated. For most people, I recommend just going to Voyager. This is, if you click the link in my bio, you'll find this down here. If you're in the US anyways, I'd recommend just using Voyager. That's where I have a lot of my USDC coin, my stable coins. Just get 9% interest. You know, there's like virtually no risk to this because they're insurance backed, it's a public company and everything. Whereas even though I might get 20% on a DeFi platform, the DeFi platform itself is much riskier to be in than Voyager. So this is something that I like this. And this link will give you $25 of free Bitcoin too if you trade or deposit, I think, just like $100. So $25 of free Bitcoin, especially at this price, good deal. Oh, the 5,000, what's the 5,000 free sat? This is the fold card. It's what I use mainly to buy everything. So this is a Bitcoin rewards card. Let's click it real quick. If you sign up, you get 5,000 free sats. It's free to sign up, free to get the card, and it's just a debit card. It's basically my bank that I use now. I still have a US bank account because you kind of still have to have a regular stupid bank account. But I basically buy every single thing I buy with this because I get, on average, 2 to 3% back in Bitcoin rewards. Like, especially at these prices, it's just a great way to accumulate Bitcoin without having to spend any more money. Because, you know, when I pay my rent, when I buy gas, when I buy groceries, pay my phone bill, I'm getting Bitcoin rewards back. And I love that. I've been using it for better part of a year now, and I've accumulated thousands of dollars in Bitcoin just off of buying groceries and gas and my rent and everything with this card instead of using my stupid debit bank card. But it's only, actually, it's not only available in the US. I think I don't know where all it's available. Definitely available in the US. Voyager's only in the US. But if you're in the US, I would definitely check that out. What about Bybit? Bybit is where I trade crypto, right? So when I do longs and shorts, so this is Bybit. Again, this is my referral link, right? But you want to use this referral link because you get a 3.5% initial deposit bonus on your first deposit. That's the best you're going to find anywhere. You're going to usually get 2, maybe 2.5% from most referral links. Mine's 3.5 because I actually talked with Bybit and I asked them to give me a bigger one. So yeah, that's Bybit's where I trade crypto, you know, do longs and shorts and all that stuff, which is again the most powerful way to accumulate crypto. And not to be too repetitive, but if you click the link in my bio, I have a free masterclass teaching you how to trade. And then of course you can get access to Lever Atlas, my momentum indicator down here. And in the class, I teach you how to use all that and identify a winning strategy because I'll teach the one I use. VPN on Voyager, I don't think that would work because you actually have to, I think you KYC on Voyager. But you can Bybit, like on Bybit, because of US laws, if you're in the US, you can't trade on Bybit, but you can use a VPN on Bybit if you're in the US to trade on Bybit, which is what I do. You're welcome, Crypto Meta NFT. And NFTs are something that I'm spending a lot more time on. Not that I'm really buying them. I'm spending this time learning more and more and more about them because being in these bear markets, you really start to see what the market really thinks of things. And since these NFTs are pretty new, I'm really observing them right now to see what does the market really think of the current expression of NFTs, because the concept of NFT is certainly here to stay. Eventually, thank you, Elizabeth, for the rose. The concept of NFT is here to stay. No freaking doubt about that. God, I wish I could flip this camera around. I do not know why I cannot do that. NFT is certainly not a pyramid scam, Chilpines. Some of them are scams, but NFT that's like saying deeds to a house are scams. NFT is just it's like a certificate of authenticity that is actually 100% authentic. It can't be manipulated or changed. So it's a massive piece to our next evolution of Web 3.0, which is commonly called the Internet of Value. And I agree with a lot of that. NFT is a technology. It's like saying computers are a scam. I would spend, if I were you, I'd spend more time looking into what NFTs are. They're not pictures. They're not JPEGs. They're not profile pics. That's just the current expression of the technology that is NFT. NFTs will be much, 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 much more than that. Everything offline will go off-chain, will go on-chain via NFTs. A clip art rock valued at $1 million sold for under a penny. Yeah, so NFTs are new, so it creates massive, massive, massive speculation, which comes from a complete not understanding of what they are. Do you use indicators more than supply, demand, price action? Your chart seems busy. I'm not doing supply, demand, price action. These are just Fibonacci lines, and of course the price candles, and then my momentum indicator. Like these lines here, I don't really pay attention to those. They're just there. Really all I'm doing is I'm looking for price to come to a level. If it's coming down, I want it to be hitting a Fibonacci line, and I want to see a bullish divergence like we see here, right? It came down, price coming down to a line, and momentum shifting up. And that's what happened here, and the price went up. So I really look for bullish and bearish divergences. Again, I highly recommend taking my free Masterclass. It'll teach you in greater depth of everything that I'm doing here, and I do very, very well with this method. And of course, the momentum indicator is Lever Atlas down here if you want to get that. I currently have a free trial running for Lever Atlas, but that will be going away soon, and we'll be moving to a lifetime only model. Crypto art was in a better place when these junk profile pic projects have ruined its own reputation. Yeah, 99% of them will go to zero, in my opinion. But some will stay. Bored Ape Yacht Club, Crypto Punks. I don't think those are going anywhere but up over time because they're representations of culture, those ones. But I think that NFTs, we are still so freaking early on those. You have no idea how big, because you have to think about the evolution of the expression of what NFTs can do. Don't think of an NFT as a profile pic or a piece of art. Just art was the easiest first way to people start using the technology of NFT. NFTs are not art. NFTs are not pictures. NFTs aren't anything. Here's what they are. NFTs are obviously non-fungible token, but that means think of them as certificates of authenticity that are completely authentic, non-manipulatable, and show true ownership, like a deed to a house. Even though since it's off-chain, you can't call it an NFT, but eventually, like even deeds to houses will become NFTs on the blockchain. Everything will be, because it's such a better expression, a better way to do these things. So much better. Quantum leaps. Massive utility to NFTs. That's what the next expressions are really going to be. I'm really big into gaming NFTs. That's what I think is going to be the next massive, massive thing, because those have lots of utility, and the gaming world is just so big. I'm not even a gamer, but I'm so damn excited for gaming NFTs, which they already exist, but they're still very early. And I think next time around, after the next Bitcoin halving, I think gaming NFTs are going to be the biggest gainers of any category within crypto. Thank you, Chillpines. I think I'm going to start doing a live. I think I'm going to do it every day. I think I'm going to do at least Monday through Friday. I think I'm going to start doing a live every day. I haven't done one in a few weeks, but I think I'm going to start doing them because this is just basically what I do every day anyways. I go through charts, but I like to talk with people because you guys have other things that you've been looking at, other ideas to share. So really it's like a gathering of minds. And again, since you guys are here in this, we've been down in the market for 4 months. Like the fair weather crypto people are gone. The people that really don't get it, they're gone. If you're still here, you get it. You know what I mean? So you're the people I want to talk with. And I'm sure that's who you want to talk with too. Star Atlas. Star Atlas has been building for quite a while. That's a pretty hyped one. You know, as we talk about in bear markets is the best time to like build wealth and really get deep discounts on things. You know, obviously I'm getting Bitcoin and Ethereum, but the things I'm most excited to buy about at deep discounts are gaming NFTs and metaverse land. But not just any metaverse land. I want it to be associated with a really good game, like the game Big Time, bigtime.gg. I think that's going to be absolutely massive. I think the first part of it's going to be rolling out soon. I do have space within Big Time, and I think Mirandus, what Gala Games is making Mirandus. Those are the two main ones I am paying attention to. And I even bought a Jade Pass for Big Time. Let me show you real quick. Let's go to OpenSea. I bought a Jade Pass the other day because I just could not pass up the opportunity because what this pass will do, there's 3 passes: gold, silver, and jade. They let you, these are early access passes to the Big Time game. Let's go to Big Time real quick. Ooh, buddy. This is Big Time. And Big Time is done by some very major names. Let's go through about us. They have veterans from Epic Games, Blizzard, EA, Riot. Learn more. Ari Melich, CEO. He's the founder of Decentraland. He's the CEO. They changed it because they had their backgrounds right there with them. But all of these people, first of all, very doxed, right? Here they are. These are the people in the project. What a relief to know who's in it. And again, this is the founder of Decentraland right here. Okay? He's the CEO. And all these other people, here they are, doxed and have very impressive backgrounds. Can I click on him? Let's click on Ari. Take me to his LinkedIn. I don't want to see that. Wish they'd just tell me right here. If I scroll down, will it tell me more? No. Anyways, very, very, very legitimate team. Very skilled, very experienced team. I am very excited about Big Time. So I bought a Jade Pass. I paid just a little bit more than this. I think these Jade Passes, they were going for $1,200, $1,500 a couple months ago. So what this does, the gold one allows, how many are there? It allows you get to be one of the first 5,000 or 1,000 people to play the Big Time game. Silver is the first 3,000 and Jade is the first 8,000. So between these 3 passes, there's only 8,000 passes between these 3, I believe. Let me go to Big Time Founders Collection. That will give me more. So 2,500 of those. Like I said, 900 there and 300 there. So if we add those up from the Big Time collections, from this Founders Collection and the launch one, I think it's only about 8,000 in total between all 3 of these passes added up. I think there's only about 8,000. So I have one of 8,000 passes, and I get to be one of the first 8,000 people to play this massive AAA awesome game. And I have space within it. Let's go to, did I close the Big Time website? I did. Where's their marketplace? See, these are their spaces. I wish I had some of these, but I don't. I have a medium space and a small space. Explore market. Yeah, I have a rare medium and a rare small. They're going for about the price I bought them at. One thing to really look at here So gold. So you see, you're going for cheaper than that on OpenSea. But anyways, these have sockets in them. I don't want to get too crazy about this, but if I click on this, you'll see, do you not have it there? Sockets have to do with parts of the game. I'm not going to I'll butcher it. I'm not even going to try to explain it right now. All I know is I want to be in it. That's for damn sure. Because when you get in here and play the game early, you'll be able to get all kinds of NFTs within the game. And I think those are going to be very, very valuable. So as a matter of fact, I bought my big time Jade pass for like 0.1314 Ethereum. It was like $350. I might end up buying another one just because I know when the game actually launches and these passes become you can actually use them to get in the game, their price is going to go waboom. So I'm probably going to buy at least another one as just an investment to have to sell when the game comes out. They were 0.15 and you can still buy them under that price on OpenSea. Yeah, 0.1119 currently right here. It may even be less on the early access launch page. I don't know why they have two different pages. Not same price. Maybe that's the page I was on. The gold one, I mean, barely over an Ethereum. The silver one seems like maybe the best overall deal to me. But I bought Jade instead. Yeah, I think I'm probably going to buy another one of these just because I know it's going to go up when the game, because the game is supposed to not come out fully, but allow beta access or whatever to people with these passes like soon. And when that comes out, everybody and their mother is going to want these passes. And there's only 8,000 of them amongst all three of these added together. There's only 8,000. It's definitely not a Pixelmon. Again, the team, did you see the team? The CEO is the founder of Decentraland. This and Mirandus, of all the games I've looked at, this and Mirandus, which is made by Gala Games, are the two biggest ones on my radar, hands down. Why can I not flip my screen on my phone? Anybody know how I can do that? I don't know. There's not a button now, and I don't know why. Driving me crazy. Goodness. I got the three dots thing down here, and I click that, and some things come up, but none of them include that. Like my live settings, there's admin settings, nothing to do there. Topics, nothing to do there. Comment, gift, support, pause live, nothing to flip, and I'm surprised. I don't understand what's happening there. Maybe I need to update TikTok, but I feel like I just updated it. Video options to flip screen. Where would that be? Yeah, I don't understand what's going down here. Like, it's always been so easy to just flip it around. I did change to a personal account the other day. Maybe that's part of it, but I don't know why that would change my live. Gary V's next drop. Yeah, I actually VFriends is maybe one I'll look into buying if it goes low enough, because I believe in Gary V delivering to his people, like over delivering. Like that's why something like that, like the founders and the people behind these projects are the most important thing, in my opinion. Goodness gracious, why can't I turn this around? I just got a haircut too. I'm wearing a hat anyways. But not that, I just rather, I don't know, I feel like you guys would rather see me at this point since we're having a conversation than my screen. But if I just turn around and use the camera on the back of my phone, then I can't see your comments. So I don't know. And by the way, tomorrow we will be doing a live stream at 2 p.m. Pacific time. I'm going to have a stock options expert on. I'm not the biggest stock guy. I think much better gains are in crypto, but it doesn't matter because at the heart of it, we're all investors as a general word. Crypto is the best, no doubt about it. But I think we do well to always be expanding our knowledge. And then on Wednesday, I'm very excited about Wednesday, and I think it's at noon Pacific Standard Time. I think it's at noon. I'm going to be having an Airbnb expert on. We're going to be doing a co-stream here, a co-live, but it'll be on this channel. And he, in the past couple years, he's became financially independent. He started at zero. And he'll tell you himself he's not special, and anyone can do this. So he's going to teach us everything he knows about Airbnb. He's even going to show us how to make money on Airbnbs without owning a property. I'm very interested to learn about that because I haven't talked with him about it. I've watched some of his channel and some of his stuff, and messaged with him a bit, but I haven't really asked him any juicy questions because I want to ask them on the live stream from a fresh perspective, right? I don't want to assume anything. I just want to be as green as possible so I can ask questions. And I think it's going to be very, very valuable. So definitely come here. I think it's at 2 p.m. tomorrow for the stock options expert, and on Wednesday, I think it's noon Pacific Standard Time. I will, I might post it in my bio. I might post the times in my bio. What do you invest in if big time is going to be big? There's really only two things you can invest in currently, and it's the spaces, these spaces, and these passes. Because the spaces, think of it like it's metaverse land, basically. That's basically what it is, but it's extremely usable in the game. It's necessary to really, the more of it you have, the better you can be at the game. And then of course the passes let you into the game early. There's only, of these three passes, all of them combined, there's only 8,000. So you get to be one of the first 8,000 people, right? I think gold, there's like 1,000 of them. I think there's like 2,000 silvers and like 5,000 jades. You get to be in early, and you get to get all these NFTs in the game by playing early. So I think that being able to get in early is going to be very profitable, basically. But aside from all that, the game looks to be absolutely exceptional to just straight up play, right? It's done by very, very experienced, high-level people. I mean, the CEO is the founder of Decentraland, and then they have, what else? Let's go down here quick. They have people from Epic Games. Stop with the pop-ups. Blizzard, EA, and Riot. They have a legit team. I'm just going to click on it, and they're obviously, here they are, very doxed. You definitely know who they are. And Ari here, he's the founder of Decentraland. He's the CEO. So the crew is amazing. Amazing. They've been behind games like Fortnite, God of War, Call of Duty, Overwatch, Epic, Blizzard, EA. I mean, this is an all-star AAA team, AAA studio. And this game, just go check it out. Go read about it. Go read about it. There's no coins or anything you can buy. The only two ways to really invest in it are to buy space. Think of it like metaverse land, but it's very usable. And actually, you can even like make NFTs. You can forge NFTs in the game by having enough spaces. And there's like timekeepers and stuff like that. Go read about it. I'm not going to try to explain it because I'm not going to say I completely understand it. It's hard to completely understand until we play it, right? But it is, yeah. I am very excited about this. And Mirandus from Gala are the two biggest things. Let me go to Mirandus real quick. So Mirandus is made by Gala Games. And these are exemplars, so these are avatars in the game. The game will be free to play, but obviously if you have a character like this, you can do more things in the game. And you can, of course, have things like a hitching post, a meat stand. You can have businesses within the game. Like, let's look at weapon stand. So there's only 591 of them, apparently. And what can it do? Basic weapons can be purchased here. So if you own a weapon stand, you can sell weapons to other players in the game. Are you understanding what I'm saying? And there's only apparently 591 weapon stands in the entire game. You can sell basic ones there. Now, if we go to something more advanced, like a tavern, so there's 1,300 of these, but a basic respite for all a basic respite for all weary adventurers and travelers. So you need to rest within the game. So this is a passive income producing asset right here. This tavern, it's just like owning a tavern in the real world, but you own it in Mirandus, and there's only 1,300 of them total. And everyone playing the game has to rest and has to eat because it's a metaverse world. And the game looks pretty dang great, and it's made by Gala, who I love. Forge, you can make weapons here. Make bread. It's so good. So good. Game launch dates, I don't know. The big time one, beta, again, it's only going to be available to people with the passes. That should come up very soon, from what I understand. They were shooting for Q1. It's looking to me like it'll be Q2 of this year for if you have a big time pass that you'll get in to be able to play. And it's not even just playing; you'll be able to get all these NFTs in the game. And as soon as but only 8,000 people. Only 8,000 people can get in and play big time. I think that those big time passes are dramatically undervalued right now. Mirandus, I don't know. They couldn't tell you when it's going to come up, but they've been working on it for quite a while. So I think Mirandus, at least beta or alphas this year, for sure. I think for sure on that one. But it's going to be a big, big, big game. Mirandus and Big Time are like, what's it called? MMO RPG. Like, they're big games. Big games. Why in the world can I not turn my damn screen around? All right. I think I'm going to hop off. There's only 16 of you on here now. And I'm getting a little tired. Been on here for, how long have I been on here? Let me look. Been on here for almost an hour and a half. So again, tomorrow, 2 p.m., we should have the stock options expert on, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then on Wednesday, we should have the Airbnb expert on, and I believe it's noon Pacific Standard Time. You know what? I'm going to pause the stream real quick, and I'm going to go look, just to know for sure. Where did that pause go? Let me pause it quick. Yep, it is noon. So noon on Wednesday, noon Pacific Standard Time is when the Airbnb expert will be on. And again, tomorrow, 2 p.m., we'll have the stock options expert on. So I think that's about it for me. You guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging around. Be sure to check out the link in my TikTok bio. It'll take you to this page. If you're interested in trading, it is truly the most powerful way to accumulate Bitcoin and Ethereum and XRP. Take the free Masterclass. You can get a free trial of Lever Atlas. Oh, yeah, I made a shop too, so you can get some shirts, some crypto shirts if you want. Some pretty good stuff in there. Join the Text Club. If you're in America, definitely go hop on Voyager and get yourself interest on all of your crypto. No staking required. If you want to start earning Bitcoin on your everyday purchases, get the Fold card. It's free to get the Fold card. And of course, here Bybit is where I trade. Be sure to use this link if you're new, because you get that 3.5% first-time deposit bonus. And then check out the YouTube channel. A lot of good stuff over there, more longer-form content stuff. But that's what I got for you today. You guys are awesome. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Huh. If you're on here, what's up? I just went back live real quick to try to find the flip button to flip my camera, and I just don't know why it's not flipped. Hey, sorry, I'm not really doing any content right here. I'm just trying to figure out where the hell that flip camera button went during the stream. Why? Hey, sorry, I'm not doing any content right now. I'm just went back on my live real quick to figure out how to see if they give me the option to flip the camera on. I'm not sure why. Huh.